good evening, good afternoon, however you want to put it. I'm Cynthia, and I'm here with Doug, and we'll help you make money in the stock market with information you will not find anywhere else because we are Wall Street Media.
Hey, my little star, how are you?
I'm good.
Very dramatic opening, wasn't it?
Is that very dramatic?
It was. It was. Were you in the mood? You were in the moment?
I'm feeling very dramatized.
Yes, that's great.
Very dramatic, very dramatic.
Well, you're here with your creative friends now, so all is well. Me, Mike, and Tyler.
You're my what friends?
We're your artistic friends, right?
Creator?
Creative.
Creative.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Creative friends.
Anyhow.
Yeah, you guys like, you designed like the Wall Street Media stuff.
No, Mike did that.
Oh.
Tyler and I sat around and said, nice work, Mike.
We said, I like the blue.
We like the blue, Mike. That's a good blue.
Men do that. Like they go look at an apartment. Oh, the light works. The toilet flushes. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh boy. Anyways, so
Speaking of what men do, we have some stock stuff.
What men do.
Yeah.
Is this a setup?
No, it's not.
Are you guys trying to get me really upset?
I want to see if you can act upset.
I don't need to act. I can act happy.
You're not happy here?
So am I reporting on Needham today?
You are.
So
Needham had super gigantic biotech
So this
conference.
is the Needham. Is this Needham? What is it called? Needham 25. Tell us that.
Because it's the 25th one we've
Is it
done
the 25th?
today.
Is it annual?
No, that's just what we call it. It's our 25th one.
It's our 25th one.
Right, and you don't need to give that out because it's password protected.
I'm not giving it out.
Okay.
I just thought you could tell us about Needham. Like, what does Needham do? Like, what kind
Super
of
big bankers.
companies are there? Super big bankers.
They are, and they're good stock pickers.
Good stock pickers?
Yeah, you know.
Well, wouldn't that be great?
No, I like good.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, you like the repetition.
Yeah.
Redundancy. Yeah.
I do.
Am I bitter?
You are very bitter today. I'm hoping that
We
I
have
live
to do
through
these,
the show.
we have to do
I
these,
see Jeff and Mike shivering over
We
that.
have to do these repetition exercises where it's like, what? What?
Yeah.
You're telling me what? I'm telling you what? What? You're telling me that? I'm telling you that.
Thank you very much for bringing.
That's what we do for hours on end.
For bringing your class home.
I know. So now I feel like I'm always questioning everyone. They say hello. Hello. Are you saying hi to me? Yeah, I'm saying hi to you. Oh, hi.
When do we have like the happy class day over our little acting school?
So we have some videos from Needham. Let's run to some clips. We got Vijay Samant, President and CEO of VICAL, VICL ticker, talks about their Alovectin 7 phase 3 metastatic melanoma trial. Get to it, Michael.
So we have a phase 3 program in melanoma. This is an intratumoral treatment. We've been working on it for the last 10 years. It's in a pivotal efficacy study. Nothing has been approved in melanoma for almost 25 years. This is a treatment that's given in an outpatient setting. Okay, so it's a major improvement compared to what's being given to people who have melanoma today. And I'll talk more about the mechanism of action and who's funding it. We just got a funding of $7 million from a Japanese partner based on the progress of this trial. There's a press release out on that today. We also have a vaccine for reactivation of CMV in bone marrow transplant patients. This is a therapeutic vaccine. It's a pivotal trial in the sense that it's going to be the first proof of concept in this very difficult group of patients. Our pandemic influenza program is a very unique program. People have forgotten pan flu, but I don't know whether you heard this morning that the birds in the Hong Kong poultry market are again culled this morning because fear of infection with pan flu. So pan flu is around the corner. It's going to come sooner or later. Ours is a unique vaccine because our goal is to develop a cross-protective vaccine, meaning the concept is to develop a vaccine and vaccinate individuals before knowing the strain that's going to actually come and attack us. We have 2 pivotal trials in phase 3 in the field of angiogenesis. This is a concept when you get blockage of blood vessels where you inject a angiogenic gene to promote the growth of new blood vessels so you avoid putting a stent or a bypass. And we have 2 programs in phase 3, one in Japan, which is which is filed for approval, and a second program with Sanofi, which has in a pivotal phase 3 study in the US and Europe.
And that was Vijay Samant.
You see that, Pumpkin? He was acting like a CEO who just got some money from a company in Japan working on a melanoma cure.
Good for him. You're going to need that since you want me to get a tan. stay white and stay melanoma free.
Okay.
If you want to wait on them to find cures, that's good for you.
And we know a bunch of these that need them. They're all working on melanoma, right, Tyler?
They need to, since everybody thinks that tan is best. I believe that white.
Apparently not everybody thinks so.
I don't think so. Fair and angelic. That's the way I like to be.
Yeah, you're in.
Anyway, let's get into another video from Needham. We got Matthew Hogan, CFO of Direct. DRRX ticker talks about their Ramoxi, for which their partner Pain Therapeutics filed an NDA this week. What's an NDA?
New drug application.
Very good. Just testing you.
I'm always
Anyway,
ready.
let's get to the clip, Ty.
So the lead is Ramoxi. I think it's pretty well known, the abuse problem that exists in America with drugs like OxyContin. It's the heroin for hillbillies. It's, Rush Limbaugh's problem. And unfortunately, it's a real epidemic with teenagers and college kids who just take it from their parents' medicine cabinet and use it on a Saturday night to get some kind of a high. So it's a major societal problem. We've got an underlying technology which we refer to as Oradur, which basically traps the drug, an active drug like an opioid, inside it, makes it much more difficult to extract the drug quickly or to abuse it physically. So as you'll see here, we'll sell the product in an oral gel cap form, and unlike a tablet, when you crush it, you get this gooey material that's like Vaseline. So physically, you just can't snort it or inject it. The other common methods that people might use would be to mix it with water, alcohol, any number of different sodas and things like that to try to get the drug out more quickly and then get a high. And what you can see here is you do get the drug out, but compared to OxyContin, you get about 1/4 of the content out in that first hour or 2 hours when you're trying to abuse the product. So it's not impossible to abuse. It's got to come out, otherwise it doesn't help you in the body. But we make it much more difficult to abuse. Clinically, we partnered this program in its early stages with Pain Therapeutics. They, in turn, took the program through a successful first phase 3 and then went to the FDA and got a special protocol assessment to agree with the FDA on what's required in the pivotal phase 3 to get approval for the product. Armed with that, they also then sub-licensed it to King Pharmaceuticals, who will actually commercialize the product. The pivotal phase 3 reported out last December and was quite successful. It was over 400 patients. And it met all the endpoints in the study, statistically significant. And the NDA was submitted earlier this week.
And that was Matthew Hogan.
Now, see what they do.
Well, what do they do?
I'm going to tell you.
Tell me.
Luckily, I'm here to answer your questions and serve. Oxycodone.
And serve.
That's what I do. Oxycodone is a painkiller, a good one. But
Very good one, from what I heard.
It is a good one. But a lot of people abuse it and use it as like a recreational drug, right, which is a very bad thing to do. And these guys have come up with a new formulation that makes it much harder to do. You can't just grind it up and snort it, and it takes hours to be able to do that, and you get much less of the abusable drug in a much longer time, and it's much more difficult to do. And this is like $1 billion or many billion-dollar market for them, and they're already on their way.
A lot of druggies are going to be very upset with that.
That's right.
Anyway. Getting to Eric Jacobson, Senior Vice President and Chief Medical Officer of Synta Pharmaceuticals, or ticker SNTA, talks about milestones for Aliscamol. How do you say that, Doug?
Aliscamol.
Aliscamol. You are a drug pronouncer.
Yeah.
Aliscamol.
Tyler
Let's run the
teaches
clip.
me them.
Thanks, Tyler.
So these are some of the upcoming milestones for this year and early into next year. In the phase 3 trial, we have one interim analysis that has been prospectively defined. It's an analysis purely for safety and non-futility. We anticipate that analysis will happen in the second half of 2008. The current formulation is a formulation that requires us to mix the drug with paclitaxel to administer. We take advantage of the chromophore paclitaxel to solubilize this drug. But we have a second formulation, which is a sodium salt that is soluble and is getting ready for the clinic. That will be going into the clinic in the second half of this year, and it will allow us to have broader use, different combinations, and more flexibility than the current formulation. So we're excited about initiating studies with the new sodium salt. We will initiate trials in new indications, and with our partner GSK, we're talking about what the next steps will be, and we'll be making announcements later this year about what our next indication will be. We also have submitted papers for publication on both the clinical data and the mechanism of action. And the phase 3 primary endpoint data should be should be available by the end of the year or early next year, pending enrollment. And our goal is to file an NDA based on the PFS data, which could happen in the first half of next year.
And that was Eric Jacobson. Any good stuff you have on that company, Cinta?
I do. They're up 4.5% today, Cynthia. And Susquehanna, who we like, and who are good stock pickers as well, just started coverage on them a couple days ago.
Are they in Pennsylvania by any chance?
They are.
Susquehanna.
Yeah.
Susquehanna Trailways.
Well, they're Susquehanna Financial, but
Same
I'm sure
thing.
they appreciate the reference.
One drives a bus, the other one hits people with buses. Same thing. Anyway.
Anyhow, our little actress is here helping us out. Direct, I may add to my portfolio. I think there's going to be a lot of potential for that. I was trying to get in to see the pain management doctors, and they're so backed up, it's a couple of weeks till you can get in to see them.
I don't like that. You put an appointment a couple weeks in advance, and then you know what happens on the day that you have the appointment?
Something comes up.
Something comes up.
Yeah.
And then you call them and are like, yeah, it'll be another few weeks.
Yeah.
And then you know what you're stuck with? Go on another doctor. That's what you're stuck with.
Right.
And you know who I'm stuck with? I'm stuck with him. And you're stuck with us. And that's a good thing. So you can find us every day at Wall Street Media at www.wsmco.com, or you can just go to wsmco.com. And don't forget to look below and leave feedback, because we like that. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.